Hey, everybody. I'm going to try to keep it together. I've been crying all morning. I'm not trying to cry. Not trying to cry. Okay, so I'm crying. Like I've been doing all morning. All right, so I was. Whew. So this is live for real. First, I'll just show. I had it. I beat it. I'm free. Okay. So y'all know it's Colon Cancer Awareness Month. I've been dancing all month and telling y'all about colon cancer awareness. If you believe in yourself, anything is possible. You believe in God, all things are possible. So today is a special day. It's actually my little sister's birthday. Happy birthday, Hadia. But on this day, March 18th, 2021. Well, y'all know I was diagnosed with colon cancer March 5th, 2021. And then March 18th, 2021, I was in surgery to remove the cancer. And that was 3 years ago today. Now, if you see my social media, you know that I had posted a video today of me in the hospital right after surgery. I'm looking at that woman. I'm like, who is that woman? She's either delusional or her faith in God is so strong that it just supersedes everything. So I'm not going to go on through my whole story again, because you can check my YouTube for that and all of that. I'm just like so grateful and so thankful right now because I'm just so glad that I have those videos. So, oh God. So when I was going through it, nobody really knew. At that time on TikTok, I had 50,000 followers, right? So I'm like, two or more agree. It's 50,000 people on here that can pray for me. And I know that the prayers of the righteous kept me alive and my faith in God. The night before that surgery, I had my girls, my friends, my sisters on a Zoom, and they were all praying for me before this day 3 years ago. And then I had the masses on TikTok praying. Now, my friends knew what I was going in surgery for, but the people on TikTok, I just said, I'm having a surgery. Y'all pray for me, and I didn't tell them that I had cancer. Matter of fact, I couldn't even say the word cancer. Like my mind wouldn't let me. I just kept saying the C word because it all happened like this. Think about it. March 5th, I was diagnosed. Then the next week, I was getting all my tests done for my surgery a week and a half later. So the 18th, right? The 5th, then that week followed, then the 18th is the surgery. So when I told the people on TikTok that I was getting a surgery, pray for me, it could have been, they didn't know. It could have been a tummy tuck. It could have been oral surgery. It could have been anything. But yet, the way that those folks prayed on there, I mean, it wasn't like praying for you, sis. It was like, I'm praying for the doctors, I'm praying for the nurses, I'm praying for the people who admit you, I'm praying that their hands did. I mean, paragraphs of prayers. These folks I never even met were praying for me that way. So after my surgery, I go live or put a video, not live, put a video on TikTok saying I finished the surgery and all. Then I said, still couldn't say, check on my social media, I posted today, still could not say I had cancer. I said I had a mass that was malignant and I had to get surgery. Then I said early detection, can save your life or is important or something like that. But even still, the language, and I'm not even thinking in my mind that the cancer could not be gone. So that's I'm like delusional, or either my faith is so strong. I choose my faith being so strong. And I say, not even thinking, because I hadn't even got the call, the cue that the cancer was gone, nothing. And they opened me up, took part of my colon. I'm sitting here with you today with, I don't even have all my colon that I was born with. And then the cancer surgery, right? And that's part of it. And on this day, 3 short years ago, not that long ago, and I am after the surgery, my people are calling because, again, I can't get any visitors during this time. I could have one person go with me, but I couldn't have visitors, right? So after my surgery and they put me in my room and I'm there, I pick up my phone and I start talking about advocacy. Who does that? Like after their surgery, I'm like talking about early detection, and I'm sharing my story right after surgery. Who is that woman? Like, doesn't she need to rest? Doesn't she need to, like, God was like, I turn on a camera and I'm trying to tell the people about awareness, still not being able to say the C word. So then later on, my surgeon comes in and my surgeon says, everything went well as far as I can see. He's sitting on the side of my bed. He was like, there's no reason you should have gotten colon cancer, the way you eat, he was just like, it's one of those things, right? And then he sits there, Dr. Berg, I mean, forever grateful. When I first walked into his office, I was like, I don't want to die. I want to live. I said, I'm getting ready to turn 50. My daughter's graduating from college. I want to see it. I want to live. And he said, you going to live because you ain't going to mess up my good track record because I keep people alive. So, but I'm telling you, this doctor, and he retired not too long after that. God, I mean, that's one day I can sit and tell you my testimony, how God showed up every single moment of that time, down to the dates I had my surgery, down to, I mean, I can't even, if God was so prevalent, I'm going to share one time the testimony and how, like, God was showing himself and revealing himself every step of the way. It's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. You're going to be like, what? Like, even down to the surgeon going to college where I was born in Buffalo, New York. Most people don't leave and go to college in Buffalo, New York, down to finding out the diagnosis on one of my best friend's birthdays and then having the surgery scheduled on my sister's birthday. And then, I mean, and it goes even deeper than that. But anyway, he sits on my bed after surgery and says, all right, I'm gonna, tomorrow you have to start walking, even though you just had the surgery, you have to, because I guess because of the wound, the scarring, like you don't want to get comfortable laying down because eventually you got to walk. And the sooner you do it, the better your body will begin to heal. And I looked at Dr. Berg, I said, can I start walking tonight? This is like after my surgery, like, who is this? Who is this lady? Who is this lady? I look at the videos, I'm like, where did the joy come from? It's God. Like the joy was there. Look at the video I just posted on my social media. After that, I start walking. I'm like, I know that I'm resilient. I know that I'm strong. I know that I don't let grass grow under my feet. I know it's when somebody thinks I can't do something, I do it, right? I know the power of God. I know God in me, right? So I'm like, well, can I start walking tonight, the night of the surgery? He's like, yes, if you think you can, yes. So in the hospital, shout out to St. Joseph's in Towson. They were the best staff, phenomenal treatment, like phenomenal treatment. So they say, well, we have a walker who walks the patients. So at first you think walker, right? But it's literally a walker, a person. And his name was Dave. And he was going to come to my room and help me walk slowly around certain parts of the hospital, like the nurse's station and going through. So when he comes, I'm walking, the videos on my socials, and I'm like, I'm walking. Say hey to Dave. Like I have this joy in my spirit and this giddy up in my step, although it's walking like Miss Jane Pittman, a little slow, like I'm 100 years old, but I'm taking steps and I'm walking. And I don't have that TikTok page anymore. I got some of the videos, but I was showing each step that I started to walk and walk like throughout the weeks because it was like 12 weeks, right? And I'm walking and I'm seeing this person with this joy. And I'm like, my God, yes, favor. And I'm seeing this person as I look now. Like then I was just being and doing, right? But I look back now and I'm like, wow, God, like, wow. Like, I can't stop crying. When I look at the videos, I'm in the bed just talking like I was about to go to brunch, like just talking like regular, like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And I just came out of surgery. Then I'm like walking around and I'm like, say, this is Dave. Hi, Dave. Like, I'm just tripping at myself. Like, I'm a bad chick and I'm God's own. I'm God's own. When I designed this necklace for myself, I'm like, yeah, I got name necklaces. I can rock a Kendall necklace, but let me have something with God on it. And it says, you can't really see it, but it says God's own. And that's who I am. Because I can do nothing, absolutely nothing without him. And he spared my life. And he saw fit for me to still be here and to still advocate for people to get their colonoscopy, because I'm telling you, if God did not urge me to get my colonoscopy early, those that met me after would have never known me because I wouldn't have been here. You wouldn't be seeing me do this. So he knew if he gave it to me, he knew that he would save my life. And he knew that I would advocate for people to get their colonoscopies and share my testimony. Like, how stingy would I be just to keep it to myself and not tell nobody about the grace of God saving my life? Like, every single day is a gift to me. Even if it's not the greatest day, It's the greatest gift. So, although I'm very reflective every day, it's 3 dates in March that really touch my soul. And it's March 5th, March 18th, and March 24th, which I'll talk about. On the 24th is the day, and it is so special because on March 24th, the special day, I'm doing a cancer walk, a colon cancer walk. And it happens, not happens. God saw it fit to have it on that day. So when I wear this shirt, I had it, I beat it, I'm free. I'm free in so many ways. And during that time was a very hard time in my life, like those few years. And that was added to the mix of everything that was already going on in my life. So no matter what I've gone through, to be able to survive it and to talk about it and still have like real joy, like not fake joy, not pretend, because what you see on social media, that's how I am. That's how I feel, because I'm grateful and I'm thankful. And even in the midst of whatever, you can still have joy that comes from within, because you can't put the joy in you. God has to put the joy in you, but you can decide how it resonates. Never in a million years would I think that I would have cancer, let alone be a survivor of it, a thriver of it. And until you've heard that news, until you've experienced it, you can empathize, sympathize, and show compassion. But until you hear it, when it's attached to your name and it's attached to your body, you can't understand. And I just want to shout out Nicole Hudson, who I went to school with, a childhood friend in New Jersey. I saw her bravely talk about breast cancer and her getting it on social media. And when I got the news, I called 2 people and she was one of them. And I said, Nicole, I told her, when I tell you, and she's in Jersey and she went to the specialist in Philly. When I tell you, she went into action. And she was like, go to this cancer institute, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to give you these people's numbers. They're going to call you. Like she was in Philly, in Jersey. And if you need anything, blah, 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 blah. And I saw her courageously and still to this day posting about it. And then Yvette Foreman, who had breast cancer. And many people don't know, for years, I've done advocacy for breast cancer. I have done tons of shows and specials and um, celebrated breast cancer events, wearing my pink, going to support those. I even been honored with an award for my advocacy in breast cancer awareness, getting the word out. They surprised me and honored me at an event and gave me an honor and award for all the work that I do for breast cancer advocacy. Had no idea years later that I would have colon cancer, the color that was blue, and do an advocacy for that. That, like, God is just, when you think about certain things, and some people could be like, oh man, God, why you do that? You know what I mean? And if you've been following me or you know me, you know the advocacy I'm doing for breast cancer and just helping people get their mammograms, talking about me getting my mammograms and all of that, because women's health is so important. Health is important, and health in the Black community is important, right? So thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate the continuous prayers. And the tears that you see are just grateful and thankful in the fragility of life and humanity and God's favor over my life. So as you can see how I'm crying on here, that's how I've been on and off all morning, because it's just like, I'm grateful. And I'm gonna continue to be, whether I'm getting on y'all nerves with the dance videos. Some of y'all enjoy them. I don't know if some of y'all scrolling through like, here she go again dancing, there she go again wearing her blue and all of that. I'm gonna keep doing it, because when I tell y'all how so many people call me, text me, email me, inbox me, join my page on Facebook about colon cancer, saying that they never thought about getting a colonoscopy, they never thought about challenging the doctor, asking questions. Their family members passed away of it. Tell me more about it. What are the symptoms? How do you get it? I get people sharing their stories. I just was diagnosed with colon cancer. I don't know what to do. I mean, pages of messages. So that shows me that I'm doing it right. And when I went to go look for a Facebook group, a support group with women with colon cancer, or Black community with colon cancer, or Black women with colon cancer, there was none. That's why I created that page. And when I tell you I'm so grateful for me creating that page and God telling me to do that, because it's a place now for people to go. It's for the Black women and communities of survivors, those with diagnosis, and those who support these women. Because there are a lot of people who support us, right? So it was no page. So I went like, well, where? How come no information is out there? And that's why it's important for me to get the information out there. You know how many people told me I didn't even know colon cancer had a month? I didn't even know that they had a blue. It was blue. It was March. And I got colon cancer in Colon Cancer Awareness Month. That's not a mistake. God is purposeful. Because I was like, Happy Women's Month, History Month, not even knowing that 5 days into March, I was going to be diagnosed. People think that pink is the color of cancer across the board, and that's breast cancer, and that month is in October. So many people have no clue, zero clue about colon cancer. And I'm talking about educated people, older people, women, men, all races have no clue unless it's touched their home. Somebody that they know, or somebody that has been affected by it that they've heard about. That's why I'm going to keep doing it. And when I tell you, on all social media platforms, email, everywhere, people reach out about that, it makes me feel great. That's why I knew who would talk, because how can I sit on it? People dying every day. And I have to talk about this because, and I've said it before. UTFO member Kango Kid, y'all know Roxanne. And if I tell you how God led that up, but I'm going to keep that short. But anyway, UTFO Kango Kid, my cousin was entering some type of, this is God, man. Some type of, he was having a show almost like Flavor of Love. It was called Fairy Tale Lovers, something like that. He was going to give somebody a deal, a record. I don't remember all the details. But we kept talking about, my cousin and I kept talking about Kango Kid from UTFO. Since the 80s, when have you talked about him like on the regular basis, right? Other than how much you love the song and old school hip hop. But my cousin was trying to, I was trying to help my cousin record a video to enter this show. And you know how you got to do the video. Hi, my name is. So we're on Zoom and I'm trying to coach her into how to do the video and what to say. And we keep talking about Kango Kid, Kango Kid, Kango Kid, Kango Kid, UTFO, Roxanne, Roxanne. It was heavy on our minds. This was like less than a month earlier. So then he stops production on the show. We stop the videos, and it's rumored that he's sick. Then it's rumored that he has colon cancer. And my cousin's like, colon cancer? He has colon cancer? Like, we don't hear about colon cancer. And we're like, colon cancer, colon cancer, colon cancer. And I'm like, oh, wow. And she stops doing it. Not even probably a month later. I don't even know the time. A month, 2 months to 4 weeks. I don't know. I don't remember because that part is all a blur. But I heard it. So I'm helping her with this. We're talking about him. It's on my mind. It's on the lips, and I ended up getting it. So then I tell my cousin, she's like, what? Wait, what? Yes. So then he goes into hospital. He has his surgery and everything. And he's fine. So he comes back out touring and all of that. And then I find out. Then I have my surgery and I'm out. So he's out touring. So I contacted him on Instagram. He gave me his phone number. We were working on trying to talk about our stories in the Black community of having colon cancer. So then he gets sick again and he goes into the hospital. And you see all the hip hop legends going to see him, from LL to everybody. Any rapper that you can think of, old school, there at the hospital taking pictures, seeing Kango Kid. His family's there, his daughter, his wife, all of them there, not thinking anything of it. Weeks later, he's gone. He passes. He passes from what God saved me from. I still got the messages and stuff talking to him like, yeah, we're going to get the word out, blah, 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 blah. Hit me up, blah, 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 blah. And I'm still here. And so many people had it around the same time I had it, whether it was any kind of cancer. And they're not here, but I am. It's the grace of God. So when you see me dancing online and you see me motivating, doing what I've been doing before this, this gave me more fuel. All right, y'all. Yeah. So I'm grateful and I'm thankful. And I still got a lot of work to do. And if you haven't gotten your colonoscopy, get it. People don't realize the number of women is growing. Let me read a couple statistics to you. First of all, early detection is key. That colonoscopy saved my life. And God's urging for me to go get my colonoscopy early saved my life. Had I not I was told I had colon cancer at my colonoscopy appointment, my very first one. Most people get colonoscopies once they get it and it's fine, 5 years, 10 years, Sometimes I think that's a problem. It should be sooner, but 5, 10 years. I had to get 3 in the matter of 18 months. And now my kids will have to get theirs early because their mother had cancer. Yep. I'm going to give you some statistics. So when I tell y'all I ain't got time for foolishness and foolery and stress and my space, people stressing me out or entertaining foolishness and nonsense, know that I'm for real. If anybody's in joy to my silliness, to my funniness, there's no place for them. Because stress, and I was under a lot of stress, and stress can create diseases in your body. Not saying it did that for me, but it could have been a contributing factor. And that's with all diseases, people. Was it Philippians 4:6? Do not stress and worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. I'm going to give these. Colon rectal cancer disproportionately affects the Black community. In general, they have the highest rate of colon cancer than any racial, ethnic group in the United States. African Americans are about 20% more likely to get colorectal cancer and about 40% more likely to pass from it than any other ethnic group. Do you hear what I'm saying? Just like everything else, the Black and brown community is at risk. African Americans are at risk. I'll do another video with a lot of the statistics, but you can be an advocate for your health. You can tell your doctor that you want to get it early. You can try to, and I had someone do this, and the doctor told them no 3 times because they had no history and they didn't need it. And she called me, or she inboxed me. She had to ask the doctor and had to fight 3 different times to get her colonoscopy because they were like, you don't need it yet. Now they changed the age to 45. With me, it was 50. In May of 2021, they changed it to getting it in 45. Some people who have gastro problems or gut health issues, they'll tell them to get it earlier. If they have a history, not grandmothers, grandfathers, no, but if their parent has it, they'll tell them to get it early. I'm going to do one other statistic, but you got to be an advocate for your health. I'm getting ready to end this. Let me just do one more statistic. I didn't plan on being on here this long. Lastly, I want to end with is check your poop. We're adults here. Don't poop. No, check your poop. Before you get up from the toilet, don't flush and rush. Check your poop. Because your poop can be an indicator of many things. But the thing about colon cancer, 7 out of 10 people have no symptoms. When I look back at videos now, I'm like, ooh, something was wrong. I was sick. Something was happening. But when I was looking in the mirror, I looked normal. When I look back at videos around then, I look like something was wrong. but I didn't have any symptoms because I don't know how long cancer was in my body. I have no clue, zero clue how long cancer was in my body. But check your poop, make sure it's no blood in it. Make sure it's not super, super, super see-through and stringy, not thin, but stringy. You want to make sure it's not a different color. You want to make sure you got to check your poop. And if it looks different, and that's why you got to check it, because you got to see how it look. Now, if you eat certain things, it's different colors, different smells, all of that, that's normal, right? Going to the bathroom at least 3 times a day, that's normal, right? But check it so you can see the patterns that your poop has. It sounds crazy, but it's true. If anything looks out of order, go to the doctor because you can see a lot in it. And of course, rectal bleeding and, all of that. It's important to do that. All right, y'all. It's March 18th, 2024. I had it, I beat it, and I'm free. To God be the glory. Y'all know I'm a dance later. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching me cry on live, but it's all good. They're not sad tears. They're like happy tears, grateful tears. And I'm a bad mama jamma. I am. Why? Because I'm God's own and I'm still here, y'all. Peace. God bless y'all.